The first saint of the great thousand pirates knelt down in front of the chair. The suburbs tremble slightly. Her beautiful face exudes bursts of red rime. The majestic Tianshui saint is dressed in a white dress. Like ice lotus. Aloof, cold and arrogant atmosphere, attracting countless saints to lust after her. And now she is washing my feet. Just because of my words, it can determine the fate of Tianshui Holy Land. I actually traveled through time and became the oldest among the 1,000 pirates. The most powerful first prince of Shan Haxian dynasty. My father is the most powerful ancient emperor today. And I'm also gifted with Taoist bones. 4-year-old breakthrough in muscle and bone mirror, 7-year-old Lin Hai enters docking. At the age of 13, he is already a master of the moving heaven realm. This is the beginning and the peak. However, I feel vaguely that something is not right in my heart. This is the same opening as the protagonist of the novel I saw in my previous life, a little different. Suddenly a memory came to my mind. When I was 3 years old, my mother wanted to help me grow up smoothly, depriving a child of his talent. Rest on me. As a result, that kid almost died, abandoned in the wilderness with unknown whereabouts. 8 years old, I occupied the spiritual emperor's body of a dynasty princess. This is the gathering of the entire dynasty, the immortal body bred by luck. When I was 13 years old, I had itchy hands. Directly deposed the head of a family. His son disappeared mysteriously. Now, I heard that his son is very popular. Many incidents occurred. These people I have offended. In any novel, they are all proper protagonist templates. But me, it's like a good faction blocking the protagonist's path to promotion. One day, once these protagonists grow up, it will bring disaster to me. This hidden danger is too great. Just when a feeling of tension surged into my heart, suddenly a tinkling sound sounded against the pleasant sound. The villain system is being bound. You're born to be extraordinary, but you're not yet a person. Villain. The real villain should be fierce and monstrous. The Holy Sun lowers his hands, and the Taoist ancestor kneels on the grass in clinical practice. As soon as he became famous, thousands of people shivered. Please complete the following tasks to become a qualified villain. Task 1. Regain obedience. Choose the Holy Land ancient family. A saint with purple aura as a servant. Reward 3 drops of ancient dragon essence and blood. The second murderer in the mission is famous far and wide. Suppress and defeated 10 saints and saints from ancient families in the Holy Land. Reward 300 years of cultivation. Task 3. 9 dragons pulling carts. Please grab 9 students. Ancient beasts above the death penalty act as writers. Reward immortal treasure stars divine light picture. Many tasks are listed one by one. I felt elated when I saw these tasks. This system is too overbearing. Which saint, son or saint is not powerful? A person with a heart as high as the sky. How can it be so easy to kill or recover? An ancient beasts above the realm of life and death. Even my father, the ancient emperor. It's not that easy to recover. Looks like he's going to be a competent villain. It's not that simple. At this time, a sudden sound of prompts sounded. Basic gift pack is opening. Congratulations to the host for getting a pot of Taiyuan elixir. 1 chance to plant immortal light body from the chaos tree. There are 9 pills in a pot of Taiyuan elixir. Each pill contains terrifying spiritual power. Swallow 1. Can make Lin Haijing's dancers break through instantly. Chaos tree seeds when the heaven and earth first open. Seeds born from chaos. It can swallow the charm and smelt the fairy treasure to grow into a tree of chaos. Every branch of the tree of chaos. Every leaf contains the ancient road. When fully grown, it will be enough to accommodate a world. The immortal light body can borrow the power of 9 heavens' immortal light. Help the host reshape his body. Eliminate hidden diseases. Enhance talent. This immortal light element is of great use to me now. Although I have rice in my possession, it was dug by force. It is not due to its own reasons. Has been disabled. Lack of form makes it impossible to exert the strongest strength during debut. Not even my father, the ancient emperor, can do anything about this. This problem can finally be solved. I will use Zhongguang body immediately. A ball of golden light spread out from my body. Just a moment. I feel like my whole body is being washed by terrifying power. All limbs and bones seem to have been washed away by the water. The rice that was forcibly placed in the body reintegrate perfectly into the physical body. I woke up slowly. I saw that the remaining words on the rice had disappeared. At this moment, I am sitting in the white jade chariot pulled by the spirit beast. Feel the changes in your body. There was a sound of obedient and respectful report, Your Highness. We will reach Tianshui Holy Land 300 miles ahead. Painting by the ancestor of Tianshui Holy Land. In the Holy Land, the big boss in the Wudao Sanctuary is in charge. Therefore, the Sacred Mountain Holy Land joins forces with the Golden Sword Holy Land. Come to a next Tianshui Holy Land. Today is already the 5th day of the war. It is estimated that Tianshui Holy Land will soon be unable to withstand it. I waved my hand casually. Just go back and watch the fun. At this moment, a prompt sounded suddenly. The fluctuation of Lin Feng, the son of luck, was detected. The host goes to check it out immediately. Lin Feng seems to be that dad. The boy who was destroyed by my palm. He is actually in Tianshui Holy Land. It is indeed a villain system. You can meet the son of luck just by taking a stroll. Killing the son of destiny will bring me a lot of benefits. I quickly asked Pekong to speed up and enter Tianshui Holy Land. At this moment, the holy son of the Golden Sword saw me being run over by a car from a long distance away. Immediately come forward and salute respectfully. I spoke calmly and asked him to clear the way for me to go in. The Golden Sword Saint was suddenly stunned. He quickly said that this heavenly water holy land can attack the fire within 2 days at most. Capture the holy land of Tianshui. It was thanks to the blessing of Emperor Bu Huang. This grandson moved out directly from my father. Want to force me to leave my eyes. Guang glanced at him calmly. At the same time, it is opened by using the power of rice in the body. Bang! At a glance, the body of the Golden Sword Saint's son trembled violently. He just felt that the sky was tearing apart in front of him and the day was emerging. A terrifying force rushed towards me. Majestic. Like a stock god, almost crushing him. Critical moment. A figure came quickly and stood in front of him. He is an elder of the Golden Sword Holy Land. At this moment, the elder kneels respectfully in front of me. He quickly ordered the people around him to make way for them. I'm too lazy to care. Then he followed them into the Holy Land in a chariot. The nail system detects that the host form is running amok. Suitable for villain temperament. Villains directly add 500. It seems that I have begun to be a villain. This road is getting farther and farther. Indeed, the vehicle slowly stopped and followed me out. Densely packed holy places on the top of the mountain. Everyone bowed their heads and drank. Don't dare to look directly. A fairy-like old man in the crowd came out to greet him. This person is the tomb of the Holy Lord in front of the Tianshui Holy Land tomb. The immortal master. But even such a powerful master. Even as the Lord of the Holy Land, you have to bow before me. Suddenly I saw him behind him. A woman wearing a snow-white dress stood. She looks stunning and has a cold temperament. This person is Tianshui Saint Mu Yaochen. Notice my gaze scanning from top to bottom. Mu Yaochen trembled in the suburbs. I just feel that the gaze is unscrupulous and hot. It seemed like it was going to devour her. Her face turned pale and she quickly lowered her head, afraid that I would take action against her. But he misunderstood. I'm looking at. It's the ethereal purple aura on his body. I didn't expect to find someone with purple charm so quickly. One of my villain missions. It is to regain the purple aura person. Under the guidance of the Holy Lord, I entered the main hall. I naturally go to the top. Sitting on the golden and jade chair that only the Holy Lord can sit on. No one dared to say anything after seeing the scene. I asked them, is there a person named Lin Feng in the Holy Land? The Holy Lord quickly replied that this person was his disciple. Lin Feng was born in a remote mountainous area, but extremely talented. Become the leader of the 100 Clans War, thus joining the Tianshui Holy Land. He is now looking for opportunities in ancient ruins. But he already knew what happened in the Holy Land. I guess I'll be back in a few days. I raised my eyebrows and I really enjoyed the routine. Whenever the protagonist FLIs to the critical moment of life and death, he will not show up. Wait until the Holy Land is completely shattered. The Holy Land is in dire straits. The protagonist appears to turn the tide and win people's hearts. I laughed like crazy. It seems that he has figured out this routine. But the more this happens, the more room it gives me to operate. After learning about Lin Feng, directly ordered Tianshui Holy Land to prepare for the attack. After I left, the hall exploded. Everyone is in business. How can you ask me to save Tianshui Holy Land? At this time someone whispered something. His Highness seems to have fallen in love with the saint. Mu Yaochen, who was standing indifferently next to him, looked intimidating. Silent for a long time. At this time I was sitting at the table looking at the system panel. A series of behaviors that just entered Tianshui Holy Land brought me 1,000 villain points. At the same time, the system also adds a column of Lingfeng Qi and Sons. The plot progress is 45%. The must of soldiers will break the magic talisman and block the dragon fist. Luck value gold 1000. When the luck value drops below 100, we'll lose the title of Son of Destiny. After losing the title, kill the Son of Destiny. We'll get all the opportunities of being a child of destiny. On the contrary, kill the Son of Luck who has the high luck value. No items will be dropped. It seems that he wants to get all the benefits. You can't just kill the protagonist casually. If you want to get them all, you have to suppress him step by step. Deprive him of opportunity step by step. This is equivalent to the development of Mimic Monster involves raising him and exploiting him at the same time. At this moment, a servant outside the shop asks the saint to see her. I'm not surprised by his arrival. Mu Yaochen walks slowly. He is still wearing a white skirt and has an elegant temperament. The figure swaying as he walks in, like a woman in a painting, accompanied by a delicate fragrance like musk and orchid. He seems to have applied a little powder. Mu Yaochen gave a respectful salute. Look at me turning a blind eye to him. He gritted his teeth and told me to save them straight to the point. Tianshui Holy Land. I smiled a little, just when he was about to say something. I said lightly, why? Mu Yaochen only felt that his breathing was consistent. She never imagined that a man could be so indifferent to her. Then he promised that as long as I lend a helping hand, then hand over all the genius bunkers in the Holy Land to me. I asked him with a half smile. Do you have any immortal talents of 10,000 years in your Holy Land? Are there any soldiers of heaven and earth? Is there a big wild treasure tree? My majestic prince of Shanhaxian dynasty. Is there anything you can do to impress me? I've never seen such a powerful person. Even if you empty out your family's fortune, you don't want me to even take a look at it. Now tell me why. Mu Yaochen's face turned pale. A trembling expression. Tianshui Holy Land will serve me as lord from generation to generation. I couldn't help but laugh out loud. Is it important whether a small Holy Land worships me as its lord? As long as I give the order. In the vast world, countless holy places came to kneel and lick me. The cold word stung Mu Yaochen again, making her stunned for a while. He understands now. How ridiculous was my previous plan? In front of me, he is not qualified to negotiate terms with me at all. I looked at Mu Yaochen, who was standing there blankly. A smile on the lips. It's not impossible if you want me to save Tianshui Holy Land. It depends on what you do. Mu Yaochen suddenly looked up and seemed to understand something. Pursing red lips, Li walked towards me slowly, trembling slightly.